Hello friends. Well, my name is Sunil Ranjan and I am an English faculty member. Now here I have come up with Literature and Science by Aldous Huxley. And one thing I must tell you that when you are writing your answers, write your answer with a good introduction and then follow it up with points, for then you will score high marks in your examination. Now, coming to the text. The book Literature and Science by Aldous Huxley was published in September 1963. It was his last book, which was published 2 months before his death. Now, the first point is harmony between science and art. So you may remember or you may note it down. The first point, I repeat, is harmony between science and art. In his book, Aldous Huxley attempts to harmonize science and art. He holds language as the dividing line between the two. He analyzes and discusses how scientists and literary artists use language differently to achieve their desired effects. He accepts the differences in the use of language and urges writers and scientists to seek mutual understanding and appreciation. He asks the literary artists to accept the fact that they are all living in an age of science. Now coming to the second point, scientists and literary cowardice. I repeat, the second point is scientists and literary cowardice. Huxley regrets the disregard of his most contemporaries for science. He calls it literary cowardice. He accuses T.S. Eliot for withdrawing into the traditional raw material of English poetical feeling and poetical expression as nature depicted in The Waste Land. He says that they all are the contemporaries of Einstein and Heisenberg, of computers and electron microscopes. Now the next point, methodology of science and knowledge. I repeat, methodology of science and knowledge. Earlier in his work, Along the Road, he had expressed his wish to be born again as a man of science. Aldous Huxley favored the methodology of science in the attainment of knowledge. In his book, Literature and Science, he writes that the precondition of any fruitful relationship between literature and science is knowledge. For the literary artist, Huxley says that a thorough and detailed knowledge of any branch of science is impossible. He says that a general knowledge of science as well as an appreciation of the ways in which scientific information and scientific modes of thought are relevant to individual experience is necessary. And now coming to the last point, hope for harmony. I repeat, hope for harmony. In Literature and Science, Huxley acknowledges that it is difficult to incorporate the hypothesis of science into harmonious and persuasive works of art. However, he expresses the hope that sooner or later the necessary means will be discovered that will enable literature and science to function in harmony with one another. So here I come to the end of this topic, literature and science. And my dear, if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you. And if you haven't and if you choose to subscribe, I promise that I'll be coming up with quality videos for you from time to time. Thank you.